mine is simply, you know, how many people in the room know a guy called Peter Orero? Hands up. Hands up if you know a guy called Peter Orero. No one. My goodness.
Public awareness.
So public awareness. This is the famous Kibra MP who was caught, you know, driving on the wrong side. No one knew who this guy was. And that's the most important thing. No.
Now ask the question.
Now, let me ask the question.
Ask
How do you
again.
know Peter Orero in the room? You're all fantastic students. But my point really is simply this, that of course he was caught, you know, driving on the wrong side. He's not the only MP who does this on record. All members of parliament do this. All permanent secretaries do this. All CSs do this. Everyone and anyone who has a GK simply does this, all right? But for me, I looked at that video and I saw something else. I was, why do people who are in government, politicians and the rest, believe they are better than us? I looked at that video, I looked at the reaction of the driver. So the driver was charged in court yesterday or the day before yesterday, and he got 100K bail, and he said some, oh, I'm sorry, you know, I'm a very good citizen, it's a moment of madness, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't a moment of madness. But if you look at that video and the reaction of the driver and how he believed he's above everyone else is what that really bothered me. That there's this thing that we think when we get into government, that somehow we know more, we are better than anyone else, and we have important things to do. We are chasing meetings, all right? All you people are basically on the road, you found parking, all right? But me, I'm doing important things, all right?
Fixing the nation.
Fixing the nation, like Latif, and the rest of it. That was my bother with this video. And it hasn't solved the problem, because we are still happy letting these important people who would admittedly pay all the taxes, so go around and bullying everyone on the road. And that just is symptomatic of what governance has become for us. It is this thing that people supposedly believe they are better. It's the same thing when you go to government offices and you have to meet the security guards and everyone else, behaving as if you're asking for a favor to be served by government. And for me, that bothered me.
I mean, I feel like we've quite normalized this practice, if you ask me. Yeah. If you ask me, this was an incident where Larry Madowo, who is a bold journalist, did what he did going in front of the, you know, to block that motorcade. But how many Kenyans will do that? You know, how many Kenyans, and not to say that what Larry did is not what any of us can do, but there's that normalcy that we have given this kind of behavior. And also, if you were to call for this kind of accountability in such a manner, you don't know then what becomes of you as an eventuality out of this. Let's be honest, like, you know, let's be honest, how many people can go and say, hey, you are a VIP of sorts and you're driving on the wrong side as though it's supposed to be wrong, which is wrong, but we've normalized it so much. So maybe we should take a challenge of every Kenyan blocking this.
I think it should be low-key.
Just got myself, yeah.
because these guys were all on traffic, we're all in a hurry, I might be delivering, and you want to pass in front of me.
Yeah.
The Kenyans I have met blocking politicians are so many, and it's not just politicians.
So?
It's also Kanjo. It's everybody. I think I've seen this lady who was being arrested by Kanjo, and she drove them all the way to Rongai. It's like, if you really want to sit in this car, let's go home. I think it's good that Kenyans are at that place, and Larry is showing a very good example, because if you are in a hurry and traffic is a problem, fix it. You're in government.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are saying very important things.
Most of us should do that.
Yes.
Block anybody. You know? All of us should do that.
Yeah.
Especially the ones with this siren.
Yeah.
The blue and red one.
Yeah.
Well,
I will park vertically.
all right.